Thanks for waking up with us. Today is April 19th. I'm Kylie Miller. We're kicking things off this morning with meteorologist Don Gross, who's in the First Warn 5 Weather Center. Blake, from this winter storm system, road conditions all across the region have been in poor condition. Even though the plow and salt trucks have been out clearing and de-icing the roads, some spots are still in rough shape. Saginaw received freezing rain and sleet earlier this afternoon, but that didn't stop some people from braving the elements. A local business in Saginaw, the Bread Guy, tells us business was not too bad. TV5 Wake Up, a Mid-Michigan girls basketball team paid a surprise visit to see their coach and family while practicing social distancing. TV5's Jason Fielder shows us how it's a whole new ball game. So far this school year, the major snowstorms have happened early on the weekend. Well, that wasn't the case this time. Yesterday's snow resulted in dozens of school closings. It was a breath of fresh air for students who haven't had nearly as many snow days this year as they did last year. Continuing coverage now, $13.5 million going toward cleaning up contamination near the former Ward Smith Air Force Base in Oscoda. Congressman Dan Kildee announcing the money to address cleaning up a class of chemicals known as PFAS. Kildee says more money is needed to protect residents from PFAS leaching into the drinking water. Meg, we are having so much fun driving up and down Saginaw Street. Right now we're downtown Flint on the historic red bricks. We're waving to people. There's so many people out and about, and we are in this classic car, a 1975 Buick LeSabre, and it is in pristine condition. Let me just tell you now, red interior, everything is originally bought. Crazy, right? And the man driving it, who also owns this car and many others, is Mike Hurley. While the coronavirus pandemic has many on edge, there's a disturbing trend happening at emergency rooms across the country. Experts say people are so afraid of contracting the virus that they don't end up going to the ER for an emergency. TV5's James Felton has more on how one hospital is working to keep ER patients safe.
Brian, the weather is absolutely gorgeous, wall-to-wall sunshine, and this is a huge turnout. And I'm with John Howell. He put on this entire event. And John, tell us about Party at McCarty. What is it? It's very family-friendly. What can everyone do here?
You know, I'm ready for this cold to be gone. Talking about that small little warm-up coming our way. Hi everyone. Today I'm downtown Flint for a very exciting reason. I'm taking you there. Way up there to see the iconic Flint Weather Ball up close and personal. If you are downtown, it's hard to miss the Weather Ball. It's mounted on top of Huntington Bank, 70 feet in the air, weighing in at 5,000 pounds. We are making our way from the ground up to check out this historic landmark with the bank's regional president, Greg Viner. First stop, the heart of the Weather Ball.
The Weather Ball was put up in 1956. This was the technology, been able to keep kind of the integrity, the history of the Weather Ball with the original control box.
These buttons will determine what color the Weather Ball is or if the glowing orb blinks or not. During darkness, the Weather Ball lights up Flint's skyline for miles. The color represents the forecast. Remember this jingle?
When the Weather Ball is red, warmer temperatures ahead. When the Weather Ball is blue, colder temperatures are due. Yellow the Weather Ball, there'll be no change at all. And when the Weather Ball blinks in agitation, there'll be precipitation.
It's up to an employee each night to change the color of the Weather Ball, which stays lit until daylight. All it takes is a push of a button. After 2 more flights of stairs, we made it to the roof, which is an incredible sight if you're not afraid of heights. But up here, all eyes are on the Weather Ball.
It's a really iconic piece.
The sphere has the original lighting system, which is still intact today, just with minor modifications.
And if we look up, the Weather Ball itself is built of fiberglass. Inside, the lighting is done by neon lighting. And then when we redid the Huntington logo and the H and B, we did that with LED lighting.
The Weather Ball has been standing proud for decades, a symbol for the Flint community.
If you think back to 1956 as a beacon of hope at that time, and I think with everything going on downtown now, it kind of serves that purpose.
Well, there's not many working Weather Balls left in the nation, but we have one here in mid-Michigan. So next time you're in Flint, come and check it out. Reporting from Flint at the Weather Ball, meteorologist Kylie Miller, WNEM TV5.
It's a sad fact that's only highlighted even more on Veterans Day. Many who've served our country have fallen through the cracks and need help.
The TV5 Surprise Squad found out about a Mid-Michigan woman who has found a way to give back to those vets who are struggling.
The TV5 Surprise Squad is on her way to go surprise one incredible person. Her name is Judy Adams, and she goes above and beyond every single day to help out veterans in need. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to Melanie.
Just to see her in action, her love for veterans, it's nonstop. She's amazing. She does a lot. She works more now than when she worked full time.
Are you Judy? Yes, I'm Judy. Hi, Judy. I'm Kylie with the TV5 Surprise Squad. Oh, how are you? Well, we're here because we received a letter about all the great things that you do.
My husband served during Vietnam in the Navy, during the Vietnam era. And there is a struggle amongst our veterans for food. I have Korean War vets, World War II vets, our men and women that are serving in the current conflicts. They lose their jobs or they're medically disabled because something happens to them. And it's real hard on the kids, let alone the wife, but the kids, it's really hard not to have mommy or daddy home. So there's a real sacrifice there. And, you know, they come home and they might face other issues, employment issues or whatever. So, and it's hard to transition back once you've been deployed too. So that's the kind of struggles that they face. And that's why we need to do this. We need to support our vets. A lot of people don't realize there's 22 suicides a day by our veterans. It's a horrible statistic. And we've actually been told by one, you were my only ray of hope, and you made me, I was seriously thinking of it because I gave up hope, but you've given me a little bit of hope. So that helps keep you going.
She's probably the best role model a son could have, I should say.
This is thanks to our friends at Walmart on Bay Road in Saginaw. So we have groceries, supplies for you guys that you can stock in your pantry. We also do have a $500 Walmart gift card.
Oh, that's awesome. That is just awesome.
We need people like this. You know, we need people with big hearts and helping hands to reach out and let us know that, you know, people do care in this community. We do care about each other.
People don't realize the pride, and it's not just veterans coming in to get real food. It's hard for them to walk through that door. I've had a few cries in here with them. It's really hard sometimes. It is. You hear their stories once they're comfortable with you and they trust you. And we listen because sometimes that we might be the only faces they're willing to tell their story to. So we listen. We take time with our vets, and we're always here for them.
And this is the only food pantry in the country dedicated to helping veterans. And we want to thank the Bay Road Walmart for their donation as well. If you know someone who could use a visit from the TV5 Surprise Squad, you can nominate that person or watch past Surprise Squad episodes on WNEM.com.